Welcome back to Chopped, understanding the check scale. Check scale is how we grade things in science class. So do you want to go ahead and take a look at the rubric real quick? It's been available on Google Classroom. You should have hopefully seen it. Teaching is done to the check. You're capable of reading these on your own, so I'm not going to read them out loud. Check plus shows that you've gone above and beyond. X shows that you did not try. Check minus and minus fall in between. We're going to take a look at some pictures to try to understand how that might work using the concept of the Food Network TV show Chopped. So, thank you, Ted. Can create a Western omelet using the basket ingredients and your choice of items from the pantry. We open up our basket and we have eggs, cheese, tomato, spinach, onion, and ham. We give a definition of an omelet. This is going to be part of your assignment. You're going to make sure that you know what you need. You don't want to just jump into it and say, okay, I've got these ingredients, these ones here. I think I'm good. When you want to make sure you're meeting the criteria. So we can see it there. Beaten eggs cooked without stirring until set, served folded in half. Remember, they are required to use the basket ingredients. You are the judges here. We're going to take a look. Omelet number 1, there are 16 of these, if I'm remembering correctly. Check minus. Fold is off center. The stuff is falling out. Maybe they should have taken more than 10 minutes. And maybe you should take more than 10 minutes on your assignments as well. Unless you like a check minus. The scale, as we know, goes from check plus down to X. Basically, you could look at that as A, B, C, D, and F. So the check minus is going to be the C. So if you like getting C's, have at it. Make a 10-minute omelet. This one here, you can see that it's got a garnish. The omelet looks perfect. Little avocado, little tomato. Reminder, we do not judge as teachers as long as the details fit with what you're doing. And I would say avocado and tomato fits all right with an omelet, then you are on track and you can get a check plus. This omelet would get a check plus. Oops, skipped too far. Omelet number 3, we can see is a picture of the basket ingredients. So that would get an X. They did not try. Someone either just did not show up that day or didn't bother to put anything on the plate. One way or another, they did not try. This omelet perfectly meets the criteria you were given. It is a perfect omelet. It lacks detail. A perfect thing according to the directions without added above and beyond, as mentioned during the rubric, is going to be a 7. It's going to be a check. As we take a look at omelet number 5, we can see it's not really an omelet. This is a picture that is on the rubric. It is a picture of scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are delicious. They are not an omelet. An attempt was made. Scores a minus. This one here, there's a garnish, but we've got filling coming out of the omelet. The presentation's kind of a mess. Likely you still could earn a check, a 7 on this, because you are putting in some extra effort. Just kind of didn't get the initial effort that's required because the omelet itself is a bit of a mess. Check plus, perfect fold, has a garnish, ingredients on the inside, things look good. Okay, this one's actually my favorite in the whole list, not because Cobb salads are my favorite, but because I hear students making this type of argument a lot in class as to why they thought they should do better on an assignment. This one has all the ingredients. We can see here, my mouse will come up, we can see here there are eggs, cheese, tomatoes, spinach, got some ham over here. Extra ingredients are fine. Added some croutons, added some extra lettuce. All of that's fine. Made a delicious dish. Put in a lot of work. The work was not related to what the directions were. So this didn't make an omelet, they made a salad. Again, I hear students who go, but I put a lot of work in, I really tried hard. This person really tried hard, put a lot of work in. They didn't make an omelet. This one's going to score a minus. This one looks like a check minus. It's an omelet. Extra ingredients have been tossed on top. It's rolled instead of folded. So it's on the right track, getting towards that learning target. It is not quite what we're looking for. This one here, it's a mug of eggs. I've actually made these. They're pretty good. It's a quick breakfast. Tough to make, easy to overcook. It's a minus. You got to stir them to get these to come out right. Otherwise, just get a sticky coffee mug. You got to throw it in the garbage. So that's a minus. This one's a breakfast burrito. I think we can all agree on that. It's got scrambled eggs on the inside. It's rolled instead of folded in half. The roll is a tortilla and not eggs. This one's going to be a minus. It's worth 6 points. It's a minus. This one's looking pretty good. You can make an argument it's got to be a check minus because there's a little bit of ham coming out of it. I gave it a 7, a check. The stuffing is on the inside. The omelet is folded in half. This person seems to have met all the objectives. We're not always necessarily going to be 100% perfect on our objectives. That doesn't mean we can't earn a check on our assignment, still meeting the objectives. This one, another one of my favorites, cooked without stirring. The eggs are scrambled. The ingredients are all in the pan. Not an omelet. It's a frittata. I had a lot of students ask, is that a pizza? Kind of. It's basically a breakfast pizza with no crust. You take all your ingredients, you throw them in a pan, you dump the eggs over the top, you let it cook until it's done. A lot of people stick them in the oven to cook them that way. No matter how you look at it, not an omelet. It's a minus. This one is an omelet. So we're moving up. We're earning some kind of a check minus, a check, or a check plus. However, this one's rolled, and our directions say that it should be folded in half. So we missed on that front, and we are getting a check minus. This one's a straight up minus. It's scrambled eggs on a tortilla. Yes, it's folded in half. So you can try to make that argument, but I folded it in half. Didn't make the eggs right. We're looking for an omelet. This is a breakfast taco. Final omelet in here. This one's going to be a check plus. There is no check plus plus. It's not that if you put bacon and grapes, you get additional points. So if you feel you're meeting the check plus criteria, you're probably there. If you want to confirm it, toss some grapes and some bacon on the plate. Little metaphor there, obviously. So this one is going to be a check plus. Final part here, looking at a couple of discussion questions. Difference between a check and a check plus. Check plus goes above and beyond, shows some additional learning, some additional understanding. You actually could teach it to someone else. Why is a salad not an omelet? Because it's a salad. It's not made from eggs. It had hard-boiled eggs in it. Still earns a minus because effort was made. It's not an X. It's not an I did not try. How might you check your work before turning it in to have an idea of what grade you would receive? You can review your assignment and the original criteria there. You can discuss with your classmates, get feedback from them. You could also compare it to the omelet anchor chart, which is going to be getting put up on the wall. It's also available here on Google Classroom. So that's a great way to review it as well. I would not recommend calling your teacher over and saying, hey, is this right? Or, hey, can you check this? Or alternatively, holding it up 3 inches from their face and saying, is this right? It's generally not an effective way to get feedback. But peer feedback, as long as it's not like on your test, you're not trying to ask the person next to you, hey, is this right during the test? Generally, that's going to be okay. So that is what we got for that. That is the review of that. Hopefully that was helpful. That's what the last question refers to, but you can't really give me a thumbs up on a video. So thanks so much.